Welcome to Sports Jam. I'm Jay Wilcox.
I'm John Jacobson. Today on the show, section tennis finals, plus conference golf and track in the Northwest Suburban Conference.
We'll meet an Armstrong girls lacrosse standout in our Sports Jam spotlight, and later our plays of the week.
We'll get started with holiday section baseball. Section 5 3A teams have historically had games on Memorial Day, and 4 local squads made it to Monday's games. Maple Grove and sophomore pitcher Brett Schultz facing top seed Tutino Grace in one of those games. Schultz striking out Philip Roth to end the second inning as the Crimson hold a 2-1 lead. Big hit in the top of the 5th from Nate Erickson as the senior grounds a single into right field. Isaac Collins and a sliding Jack Keeblebeck score. A 2-run, 2-out single by Erickson makes it 4-1. The Eagles get a run back in the bottom of the 5th. Brennan Swan singles to left field. Alex Halverson scores, and it's 4-2. But that's all Grace can get off Schultz. He throws a complete game. Maple Grove wins 4-2. Staying in the winner's bracket of the tournament is important.
It was huge. It was huge. Last year we lost one of the first games. We had to work all the way back from the losers bracket. So winning this game was absolutely huge. Gives us a nice break this week. Hopefully come firing Friday.
Champlain Park also was in the winner's bracket on Monday. The Rebels facing defending section and state champion Mounds View. Already up 2-0. Mounds View's Joe Fredrickson adds to the lead with a single to right center. Tucker Gran is the second of 2 runners to score on the play, and it's 4-0 Mustangs after 2. With the Osseo guys watching after beating Centennial, Champlain Park's Riley Johnson singles to right. Noah Booley scores on the play, and the Rebels get on the board in the 4th. In the 5th, Trevor Kaminsky knocks a hit just fair down the line and right for the Rebels. Tim Munn speeds around to score, and Champlain Park's within 5-2. But that's as close as they get. Wyatt Meyer singles up the middle to score Alec Abercrombie as Mounds View beats Champlain Park 6-2. In the elimination games Wednesday at Midway Stadium, Tutino Grace meets Coon Rapids at 5:30 with Osseo playing Champlain Park at 8. The winners play on Friday. Maple Grove and Mounds View are the 2 unbeatens. They play Friday at 8 at Midway with the winner advancing to the section final. In Section 6 3A winners bracket play, St. Louis Park plays Benilde St. Margaret's and Armstrong takes on Wayzata. The winners of those games play Wednesday at 7 at Parade.
Jumpers, runners, and throwers in the Northwest Suburban Conference tuned up for section track and field meets at the conference championships in Coon Rapids. Girls 400-meter dash, Park Center's Faye Iobamadeli is the winner with a time of 57.39 seconds. Boys 100-meter dash, Armstrong sophomore Evan McClellan is first. His time 10.08 seconds. In the girls 4x100 relay, Denitra Lee on the left of your screen kicks Maple Grove to victory. Boys 4x200 relay, Gabriel Galamou anchors Osseo to the win. To the field events and the boys discus, Park Center's Terrence Howard finishes 5th in the conference. His best throw 48 feet 7 3/4 inches. Boys high jump, Champlain Park's Jeremy Johnson takes first with a best jump of 6 feet 6 inches. The Rebels boys finish second as a team. And in the girls triple jump, Armstrong's Michaela Baker goes 37 feet 1/2 inch on this jump and finishes second. Section golf tournaments are this week across the state. The final Northwest Suburban Conference tournaments of the season took place late last week. Nearly a windless day for the girls' tourney at Coon Rapids. This is Armstrong Sarah Santowski sinking her punt on Bunker Hills East course's 6th hole. She was all conference for the season, and the Falcons placed 7th on the day. Osseo's Katie Wolfel with a nice chip on East number 4. She would make that putt and is also all conference for the spring. Park Center's Sam Berg on East number 5. She'll roll in a 30-footer here. Great effort for Berg. The Pirates finished 9th in the tournament ahead of Coon Rapids and Anoka. Playing in the same group, Champlain Park's Taylor Minger saves par with this putt. The Rebels placed 6th. Minger was named all-conference for the season. Sarah Erickson of Maple Grove, one of 3 Crimson golfers to make the all-conference team. Maple Grove finishes 4th in the conference.
Dayton Federle of Osseo tees off at the Northwest Suburban Boys Tournament. He ties for medalist honors with a 74. Armstrong's Jake Delaney with a great approach on West hole number 2 at Bunker Hills. Delaney drops it within a couple feet of the hole and goes on to birdie it. He carries a 75 for the day. Osseo's J.J. Svack on target for a par putt from about 10 feet on the same hole. He cards a 76. On East number 1, Nick Adams of Maple Grove lines it up and sinks the par putt from 8 feet on his way to a 78 for the Crimson. Andrew Chan tees off on the par 3 West number 8 for Park Center. Chan's having a good year and he'll put this one on the green. He 2 putts from there to par the hole. He shoots a 77 and earns all conference honors for the Pirates. Playing in the same group, Anson Kuznick of Champlin Park knocks down a 10-foot putt here for par. Blaine wins the event by 4 strokes with Andover second. Osseo is 4th, Armstrong 5th. Maple Grove ties for 6th. Champlin Park is 9th and Park Center is 10th. Wayzata's built a dynasty in a little-known sport, synchronized swimming. The Trojans took aim at their 8th straight state championship Thursday and Friday at the University of Minnesota Aquatic Center. This is Wayzata's Lucy Liu, Tricia Morrison, and Katrin Ree competing in the extended trios portion of the meet. They top 7s in technical merit from 4 of the 5 judges as they win the state title in this event. Lydia Boyk, Brianna Herbert, and Grace Spencer also competing in the extended trios for Wayzata as it proves to be another strong showing for the Trojans as they do claim their 8th consecutive title with 137 points. Stillwater 2nd and St. Louis Park 3rd. Osseo Maple Grove places 6th. And John, the Osseo Maple Grove Synchro Gators had a state champion of their own too.
That's right. Lizzie McBride won the short figures competition, so congratulations to her. Next up on Sports Jam, highlights from section boys tennis finals plus softball and lacrosse. Welcome back to Sports Jam. 3 local squads played in section boys tennis finals.
Yeah, it was a pretty good year for tennis in the area. 3 of the top 4 teams in the final Class AA rankings were from our coverage area. Wayzata facing Edina in the 6 AA final. Wayzata's Sam Tyson is in the near court in the number 3 singles match. After they trade shots, the Hornets' return is into the net, and Tyson wins the match 6-2, 6-3. Hank Lee with a good serve at number 2 singles for the Trojans, and he fires a strong forehand to the corner that's returned long, but Edina's Anik Manhani does take this match. Max Olson of Edina in the near court at number 1 singles against Nick Beatty. Olson comes to the net, but Beatty keeps firing returns on his way to a 6-4, 6-1 win for the Trojans. To doubles, and Steele Kowalczyk and Jake Strom get the point in the number 1 doubles match as Wayzata downs Edina 5-2 to win the section title.
This is a tough section as always with a lot of great teams, and we're proud to represent 6AA again. So it's been a very competitive section tournament, and we're glad to represent this section and hopefully do well at state tournament.
For the 3rd straight year, Maple Grove and Mounds View met in the Section 5 AA championship match. The Crimson had won the past 2 seasons. Number 1 singles, Zach Atkins for Maple Grove, C.J. Lloyd from Mounds View. Atkins backhand in the corner gets him the point. Later, Lloyd comes hard on the serve and volley, but a perfect lob shot by Atkins, and he wins his match in straight sets. 2 singles, Charlie Atkins serving for Maple Grove. He hits a nice backhand, but it's an even better counter by Hunter Krebsbach for the point. Krebsbach wins the match. 3 singles, Sam Hochberger for Maple Grove, Jake Tronson for Mounds View. Tronson getting the winner. He's in control early and goes on to win the match. 4 singles, Rory Calabria working the serve and volley to set up the smash winner for the Crimson, but he also loses his match. Mounds View sweeps all the doubles matches at 3 doubles. Andrew Chang's winner on match point locks up the section title for Mounds View. They beat the Crimson 6-1. While there are no sure things in sports, let's just say it would have been a surprise if Breck's boys tennis team didn't win a section title this spring. Mustangs taking on Fridley in the Section 5A final. Breck's Austin Wong's in the far court at number 1 singles. He gets the net for a volley and hammers an overhead on the way to a win over Fridley's Luke Prosser. The second singles and Lewis White of Breck facing Jack Fight. They'll trade forehands before White comes to blast the forehand winner, and he takes the match for the Mustangs. Breck receiving serve at number 1 doubles. Good hands at the net by Brashot Gadashala will win the point for Breck. The Mustangs breeze past Fridley 7-0, and we will hear from the Mustangs later in the show.
Switching now to softball, Orono and Hopkins, the top 2 seeds in Section 6-3A, blasted through the first 2 rounds without allowing a run. Number 1 seed Orono looking to return to state for a 3rd straight year. Good defense as Hannah Kleist of Hopkins lines to center. Maddie Ahrens with the catch, and she doubles the runner off first to end the top of the first inning. Mike Carter's Spartans get one in the bottom of the first as Shelby Early drives a hit to the gap in right center. Becky Smith scores for a 1-0 Orono lead on a double for Early. It's mostly pitching and defense from there in the 5th. Ahrens singles to left with a runner at second. Ellie Walkman is held at third, but when Hopkins throws the ball down to second, Walkman heads home, but Jessica Krauser's throw to Aaron O'Neill gets the out, and it keeps it at 1-0. More defense in the 6th. Haley Den Hartog, a nice catch in the left field line. And Hannah Berg of Orono mows down the Royals, catching the soft pop-up for the final out as she throws a no-hitter to beat Hopkins 1-0. In Section 5-3A, top seed Maple Grove is looking for a return visit to state. Coon Rapids meeting the Crimson after the Cardinals had knocked off Osseo and Irondale. And Coon Rapids strikes early. Megan Menson drills it to the fence and left. 2-run score here in the top of the first, but Crimson pitcher Sydney Smith shuts them down from there. Sarah Southern responds for Maple Grove, blasting a 2-run homer to give Maple Grove the lead for good at 3-2. They go long ball again on the 5th as Jordan Mauk sends a solo bomb over the center field fence. Her 5th of the year makes it 5-2 Crimson. Megan Mulcrone also goes deep, nailing a leadoff homer in the 6th as Maple Grove pulls away for a 6-2 win.
Now to lacrosse, where 2 of the area's best boys teams met up Friday night on the last night of the regular season. Unbeaten Champlain Park hosting a very good Wayzata squad. First quarter, Wayzata strikes first. Alex Campbell spins to his left and beats goalie Bryce Plunkett. It's 1-1 after 1. Wayzata gets 2 in a row in the second. Brian Mahout finds Charlie Shermack for the goal. The Trojans are up 3-1. But the Rebels respond. After tying the game, they get a huge goal as the horn sounds when Nick Bundy bounces one past Aaron Peterson. Champlain Park leads 4-3 at the half. The Rebels open up a 2-goal lead here. Gage Munson scores to make it 5-3 in the 4th quarter. 15 seconds later, Mahout works his way through the D and scores to get the Trojans back to within 1. But Champlain Park holds on a last-minute attempt. Plunkett stops Mark Schwartz from point-blank range, preserving a 5-4 win and an undefeated regular season for the Rebels.
We knew it was going to be a close one today. It's a game of runs. We knew they were going to go on a couple runs. We knew we got to get back on it. Got to keep our head up. It wasn't a high-scoring game, but we kept it.
We know we are a very hard-working team. We put a lot of time into our lacrosse, and we know we can compete. We just want to come out flying, come out strong, play our games, and that should really get us where we want to be.
The regular season did end last week in high school lacrosse. Armstrong and Osseo Park Center met up in a good girls game. Osseo Park Center's Maddie Malone to Ariana Marciniak for the goal, and it's 5-2 OPC. Armstrong storms back. Mari Verbeten scores to make it 5-5. It's 6-5 OPC at halftime. Back and forth in the second half. Malone scores, and this one ties things up at 10. But Armstrong on the attack again. Kelsey Osdick feeds Amy Master for the shot and goal. Falcons back in front. In the final seconds, Malone trying to tie it again, but she's stopped by Catherine Stockdale, and Armstrong wins 11-10.
And the Falcons are the number 1 seed now in Section 5.
The playoffs get started in lacrosse for boys and girls this week. And speaking of lacrosse, next up in our Sports Jam Spotlight, meet Armstrong's Mari Verbeten.
Armstrong's girls lacrosse team won the Northwest Suburban Conference title, and they're hoping to add a section title soon. In this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, we meet the Falcons' dynamic scoring threat, Mari Verbeten. She's wrapping up a superb 5-year career for the Armstrong girls lacrosse team. Mari Verbeten's become a go-to scorer on one of the state's better teams.
I played varsity 8th grade year, and I was really timid back then. There were like 12 seniors that year, and I didn't really know what to do, but they definitely helped me improve my game. And as the years go by, playing in the off season, playing during season, I'm happy where I'm at right now. I'm just having a lot of fun.
Mari's a very extraordinary player, and she's a very good leader on the team, and she's a great example for younger kids, and I've always looked up to her too. So she's a great person to lead the team, and she's doing very well right now.
Verbeten entered the Falcons' regular season finale with a team-high 28 goals, but 3 others have also topped 20 goals. She's a star, but has willingly shared that spotlight.
It helps a lot because then even if Mari does get face marked, we can still get the job done because we have a lot of scorers on the team, and it's yeah, Mari's a high scorer on the team, but there's other people that can score for us.
This year she's matured very much so, to the point where we had a game earlier in the week and I said, you want to go in? We had a substantial lead. I said, you want to go in and pad your stats a little bit? And she goes, no, let somebody else go in. So I mean, I appreciate that. She's really turned into a nice young lady.
Mari excels in lacrosse, but was also a key player as a defenseman for the Armstrong Cooper girls hockey team.
Verbeten with a rocket from the top.
Kind of depends what season I'm in too. Like if I'm playing it, I tend to like it more than when I'm not playing it. But I don't know, it's hard to say. I've been playing hockey my whole life, so I can't say that I like this more, but I also like this, and I don't know, it's tough. It's tough to decide.
Her hockey days are now in the books. It was a thrill to be part of a close group that elevated the AC program.
It was an incredible experience. Even though we lost in Minnetonka, I'm so proud of how we played that last game. We played hard till the final buzzer, and it was tough to end it on that note, but I'm proud of where we got to.
Some skills definitely carry over from one sport to another.
I think for both, I just see the field really well. I think that's my biggest strength, and I think that helps both in lacrosse and hockey. But I don't know which one I'm worse at, which one I'm better at. I don't know if I could determine that because they are different.
The Armstrong and Cooper boys hockey programs are merging this coming school year, as the girls did a few years back. We asked Mari if she has any advice for the players based on her experience.
It went smoothly for us, so just don't let the name Cooper Armstrong affect how you play. Just play the game because you love it, not because you need to just represent your school. I don't know. I think people have grown up, Armstrong, Cooper, played in youth together, so I think that it will go fine and that they'll still enjoy playing hockey because it's the sport they love.
She's had a lot of support from her family. Mari got to be a super fan 4 summers ago. Her little brother Mitchell and his New Hope Plymouth Little League teammates became celebrities by advancing to the Little League World Series.
I was so proud of him, and my sister and I, we had a lot of fun. We went to both the regional and to the World Series, and we kind of brought costumes along, and so we got our fair share of TV time because the reporters liked us too. We had like pom-poms and tutus and stuff, so I was proud of him.
Armstrong reached the state tournament in lacrosse for the first time last season, and they have a good chance to do so again. For Mari Verbeten, it'd be the perfect way to wrap up her high school career.
I think just playing at our level every day. We have had some games that I think all of us wished would have been a little harder, but I think just keeping the pace up, staying focused in practice, and just having fun all at the same time, I think we'll do fine.
Mari will attend the University of Wisconsin in Madison next year and plans to study biology and possibly engineering. She hopes to play club lacrosse there too. Sports Jam returns in a moment.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. The Breck boys tennis team qualified for the state tournament again this year. They won the section title, and they will go on to state starting June 3rd. And 2 of their players join us now. Austin Wong along with Jake Duxbury. And Jake, you're a senior and sure special every year, but now as a 12th grader, how fun is it to go back to state?
Yeah, I definitely enjoy all the years that I go back to state. This year especially, being my last year to be here.
Tell me about this year's team. What has made you guys so good?
Hard work, definitely. We've improved, leaps and bounds since the first practice. Coming back, losing 8 guys last year, coming in with a young team, but we've done pretty well. So,
what were your expectations coming into the season before you got a chance to see everybody play, knowing that you had lost that big senior group from a year ago?
Well, one of my biggest goals was just to come away with a positive record, hopefully make it out of the section, and we pulled off both of those, so that's pretty good for us.
As you look ahead to the state tournament, what are your goals there? Who are going to be the teams to beat, and what's a realistic finish for Breck?
Well, we always have good competition every year. I know Blake's going to have a solid team this year, and we just look forward to seeing them. I know we play Lords in the finals, but it should be a good match.
Congratulations on getting this far. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
Austin Wong, your 4th year in the state tournament as well, playing since your 7th grade season. What has this spring been like for you?
It's definitely been a lot different than usual, being that I've always been the youngest on the team. But now we definitely have a lot of people in the sophomore class since we graduated, so many people. So it's a nice new experience.
Did you, knowing that all those guys graduated, see that there was going to be some talent and that you would have a good team, even though it was going to be a different team than you had in 2013?
Yeah, I was really hopeful going into the year because I know before this a lot of our team was in our grade, which it still is now, and it's a good rebuilding year for us.
What's the mindset going into state?
Well, I guess the mindset would kind of be the same in the fact that once you lose, you're out in sections. Same kind of for state, we feel that way, and also it's a lot more intense in there in the bubble.
How about the goals for this team? Is this a team that can win state like 2 years ago?
I definitely think we can win state, but we have to play our best.
Congratulations on the section championship. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
Austin Wong and Jake Duxbury, 2 of the members of the Breck tennis team that will compete with the Mustangs at the state Class A tournament beginning June 3rd. We'll take a break, but first our Plays of the Week. To center field. See you later.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
Follow 12 Sports replays and live events on Twitter, Facebook, and live stream. Watch your favorite high school athletes performing live on your computer or mobile device. Link to us on 12.tv.
That will do it for this week's show. We'll be back on our regular schedule next week starting Monday.
We'll have plenty of playoff action in just about every sport for you. We'll see you next time here on Sports Jam.